But it's nice having you home. How's school?
It's busy.
I see your tail, birdie.
I'm sorry.
I hear them. They're all over. Thanks, Dad. Ready? Let's go. Good morning. It's cold again today. Colder than yesterday. Not as cold as Monday, but it's still -7 in the barn and it's like 10:30 in the morning. We did get chores done. If you watched my video from yesterday, so I let those ewes go and I forgot to check their udders. I was so mad at myself for missing the first 12, I think. I was gonna leave them and just do the udder evaluation when I ran them through to cedar them, but because I'm not cedering these guys until March, I'm gonna redo it. I'm not shipping lambs today, it's just the roads are awful, the wind is brutal, so I think I'm gonna take the time this morning and redo what I didn't do yesterday. Okay, that was much better than yesterday. So all I'm doing today is evaluating the udders. That's it, because they're all recorded already. I will grab my Gallagher though, because I'll have to scan any that do have questionable udders. So I'll have to go grab it. Murphy's Law, I went and redid everything and there was not one ewe. So the 12 that I let through yesterday were fine. There was no problems. So we are left with 14. Just as we were when I started this job. At least it's done. It was really bugging me. Good morning. It's I'd say it's bright and early, but it's not bright. It's just snowy again. Mark just went out to move some snow for Carissa and I. Jess actually came home last night, which was a treat. We have somewhere we need to go together as mother-daughter today, and it requires driving like an hour and a half away, and Mark said we're in for a big squall, so that's nerve-wracking. Piper, you have the right idea. What I wouldn't do to curl up beside her. I woke up at 3:30 this morning because I had to pee. Do you think I could get back to bed? Nope. She is not a morning doggy, that's for sure. Wanna go to the barn? Yeah? Well, holy. I am happy to say that the barn is negative 3.4 today. So that's good news. I think it's supposed to get cold again though tonight, so this might just be a little reprieve. All right, I'm gonna get some milk lines, get those thawed. They actually don't feel, oh yeah, they are frozen. Today's supposed to get to -6, so I'm wondering if the barn will stay warm enough that I won't have to do it through the day, which would be great because I won't be here until late afternoon. This is really hot. In my dunker. There we go. Let that soak. I picked up a hitchhiker.
Hi.
We are on our way to a good friend's place that you guys actually, I've talked about here on the vlog. And she's quite a haul away, so it's gonna basically be an all afternoon endeavor. And then I gotta get back because I have a meeting tonight. So we're gonna be all over southwestern Ontario today. But it's nice having you home. How's school?
It's busy, but it's good. Feels good to be back.
In the swing of things? Back with your girls?
Back to reality.
Yeah, and she's sleeping good, so
Finally.
that was the one
Oh
thing
my
you were
God,
worried
it
about.
took so long.
All right, we're gonna hit the road. We'll chat soon.
Bye.
Boy.
I see your tail, birdie.
I'm sorry.
Good morning, you guys. I am so sorry that we sort of vacated the camera. So we ended up going to Laurel's yesterday, and I've talked about Laurel on the channel. I realized that it was a year ago today, actually, that I went down and did my first podcast with her.
Nice shirt. Oh, this one did? Oh my God, I had no idea you were coming.
I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. First of all, coffee. Coffee first.
She started a podcast last year called Chore Beer Chats. And she's a real card. Like, if you want some entertainment and you don't have your littles with you, definitely follow her on TikTok and Instagram because, oh my, she's unhinged, but I love it. It's like unhinged in the best way possible. Her and her husband Andy run a farm southwest of us. She's been running her farm store on the property, and she actually just made a huge life change, and she shut the store down in person. But she's gonna concentrate on online shopping now and create a podcast studio in the space with her store. So I'm really happy for her. So I know it was a big decision. I met her back here a month ago in December, her and another podcaster from out west that I've gotten to know over the years as well. I know back then it was like keeping her up at night. I think she was worried about people coming to the property now that her social media's sort of starting to build. And I know that's a fear for me too. It's taken us actually like 2 years to get our address off Google. It's just having people show up unannounced it's just a little unnerving because you guys know me, but I don't know you. So she was starting to run into the same thing. People wanting to come. The last time she had it happen, they were pretty pretty belligerent to leave, and I think it really shook her. She's got 2 young kids she tries to keep off the internet, so I think it really scared her. And as content creators that use this place to help support our farm businesses, we have a lot invested here between our families and our farms that we really have to keep safety at the top of our priority list. And when that feels violated, then we have to make some pretty big changes. So I'm really happy for her. And she also has a YouTube channel too. So she's on all the platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But it was really nice to see her yesterday. She had asked me months ago if Jess and I would like to come on and Jess to talk about her journey with the cancer, actually all the steps leading up to her cancer diagnosis, and then all the things that happened after. Jess did an amazing job. She talked for probably over 2 hours. By the time we left, I was late. I had to run home, get Jess dropped off so she could watch the dogs, and then we went to our meeting, and we didn't get home till like almost midnight. So I'm really tired, but I have to run out this morning. Mark's already left to clean out a path for me, but I have to go out and thaw those lines. Thankfully, yesterday when I was away, the barn stayed above 0, so the lines were fine. But today's going to be really cold, and we have our meeting all day. So we're touring a sprouted grain place just about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from our place here for the morning, and then we go to our friend's place, part of the peer group, this afternoon. They live about, 10 minutes north of us. We're going to go there for more of our peer group meeting after that and debrief and stuff. So it's nice that it's close to home, but I'm going to have to scoot home at lunch, make sure the milk lines are working, and actually I'm going to get supper in my crock pot. And we have friends coming from Ottawa, and we have not seen them for years, at least I haven't. We were really close to them before they moved out there. It's going to be really nice to have them. They're going to stay for the night. And then I don't know what they're doing tomorrow, if they're going to tour around or go see some other friends of theirs that just live close to us too. So anyway, that is all you missed. I apologize for not coming back on here yesterday, but today I'll probably just catch some clips here and there, just because I'm never sure if I'm allowed to film or what happens there. So it's always a little awkward when I show up with a camera, so I'll probably just have my phone and take some clips for you guys. But I'm very excited for their bread. They make the best bread I have ever tasted in my life. So we've already ordered a couple loaves to take home with us today. So we're gonna have chili and bread tonight for supper. Anyway, I better stop talking and go out in this bitter, bitter cold. It was nice yesterday, and now it's gonna be really cold again for a couple days. I'm so tired of winter, and we've only had it for a week. Shockingly, the barn is minus 3.7, and the babies are not yelling at me. Oh my god, I think this one's actually, I think only one is frozen. That's crazy. That's crazy, you guys. That's good. That's really nice. I made a little discovery yesterday. I thought my lamb with the bad eye was sort of looking better. And yesterday morning, I had a better look at him, and it looked like he blew like a blood vessel in that eye that I thought was blind. Now, I do think that eye is blind, actually, now looking at it, but I treated him again. What are you doing, buddy? You must have just drank. You look hunchy. Sometimes they gorge, and then they look terrible. Come here. He hears my voice. Come here. Poor little guy. He's like so much smaller. He does well. Hi, honey. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yes, we know you think you're king. Anyway. All right, I better keep going here. Gosh, I get so distracted. I want to show you one more thing that I've been doing to combat this cold, and it's working really well because I can tell there's no draft. This big door, because we just get so much snow driving in and out, it doesn't shut great. You always get a little bit of snow packed in there, and you can't like carve it out. So what I started doing last year is actually bringing some snow in and then using it as a weather strip. And you can hear the wind howling out there. Like, it's a dirty wind today. You hear the wind? So as soon as I open that door, this stuff's gonna blow in. We've been having issues. These guys have been freezing up on us. So I've been having to thaw that for her. So I think what I'll do is I'll put this bale on the cart for her, change this into the bucket, and I'll let her feed. And because the barn's not too cold today, just because I gotta get going. So all week I've been helping her chore in the morning, but I think today will be okay. See how this barn's faring today. Oh, it feels warm. Condensation. Oh, she's toasty. Excellent. Ruthie, just sit up there, please. I wanted to talk a little bit about our tour this morning. It was so good. So I think this has been my favorite tour of our peer group. Usually what we do, we get together twice a year. We visit the host farm. So all of us are farmers and we all take turns hosting the group. And then we typically try to choose a place that we could go tour, or we'll get a guest speaker in. So today we toured a company that I literally drive by every other week when I take my lambs up to Brussels. And they do this sprouted grain work. And it's a family-run business, so it's mom and dad, and they have 2 daughters. Daughters have babies, so they're in that very young family mode right now. I had a smile the whole morning. It was a really beautiful story on how they've just tried so many different things to grow their business, and just the way they're bringing in the girls and their husbands. And so it was a really good lesson in building a business, taking risks, huge risks, and going forward succession planning, successful succession planning by the looks of it. And so I want to give them a little shout out because they gave us goodie bags. And so this is sort of some of the brands that they are doing. So the company's called Everspring. This is an organic sprouted spelt flour. Like they literally have everything. So that's the second spring, I think, is some of these prepared flours and stuff. I think they packed me up a couple cookies. Oh yeah, they did. Oh my God, it's a gingerbread. Dry berries. And I'm pretty sure our grocery store had this. So I've had these before and they're delicious. And then what's this one? Oh, and they're doing like cookie mixes, bread mixes, brownie mixes, all these different things that they can sell online. So I'll link their website below and you guys can check them out. I think they ship all over North America. I would imagine because it's food, like dried food, I think that's probably why that they aren't doing internationally. I think there's probably some logistics to that, like with food safety and stuff. But yeah, this is a chocolate peppermint cookie mix. So that's the other thing. They give us like goodie bags. So they're all made with sprouted grains. And when Jess was sick, Mark's aunt got a loaf of fresh sourdough bread with the sprouted grain from them. And it was the best bread. And I'm a sourdough bread nerd. I love sourdough bread. It was the best sourdough bread I've ever had, and it was made from these sprouted grains. So she said, yeah, the sprouted grains are wonderful for making baked goods and breads. So every Friday, attached to the mill, they have a retail store. And he said, we only have it open on Fridays, and it takes like 3 days to prepare for all the business that they get Friday. She was saying that we only open the store to sort of prove that this stuff is good and delicious. It was sort of like a test kitchen, and it's just taken off. And it's a small little village, but they're doing so well. Oh, here they are here. So we got a little about us. That's the girls. Yeah, it was Michelle and Diane were the two girls that toured us around today. Anyway, it was an absolute pleasure. I thank them all. It was Dale and Marianne were the mom and dad, and Diane and Michelle were the girls, and just such a wholesome family. It was beautiful to see a family business succeed after years of trying, and because we all know what that's all about, and how they're passing it on to the girls, and the fact that they're girls also just makes me like smile from ear to ear. Speaking of girls, my daughter's in the house. I'm going to check my lambs here, and then I'm going to run to the house and make chili for our company that's coming tonight after our afternoon session. So I'm running around with my head chopped off as usual. Good morning. It's Saturday. She's dipped down again this morning, you guys. I don't know how long this is supposed to last, but it's getting really quite old. -16 feels like -23 Celsius. Apparently we're in for a snow squall warning today. Yeah, that's pretty typical. We had our session yesterday afternoon. It was really, really good. Our peer group is made up of, I think I said this yesterday, a few couples from all over Ontario, and we actually have 3 new couples that just joined us. We had a couple that dropped out, and then 3 that have joined us, and 2 couples were there yesterday and 1 couldn't make it, but one of the couples are really good friends of ours. I think I talked about that. So they stayed over last night. They have not been in this area for, I think Julie, our friend, said they haven't been here since Jess's birthday when she was maybe like 4 or 5, something like that. So they hadn't seen Jess for quite a few years. So it's been really nice having them and then like catching up. A lot happens in like 15 years. Like we haven't seen them in so long. It's been really, really nice. We met them in university. They live near Ottawa. We don't. So yeah, we sat and talked till like 11 o'clock or so last night. So I'm gradually getting really tired. I need like a good night's sleep, and I just haven't had one like all week. So my eyes just feel like they're burning this morning. However, in saying that, the barn is -6.6. Not terrible. The only thing saving us today is that there's no wind. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to do the things that I always do. I'm going to thaw lines. I'm going to help Chris feed. And then I'm going to go to the other barn and make sure those lines are working okay. So I'll talk to you guys in a sec. It is much later in the day. Our friends just left, and we are gonna do some outdoor fun this afternoon. Our poor snowmobiles have not been out. Mark went out a couple times maybe last year, but we just have not had the snow, and we definitely have the snow this year. So I thought, instead of being a bump on the log and not going out with them, I thought I would meander out for a couple hours with Hubs. He's attaching permits, so we're all legal. I hear them. They're all over the sleds. I can hear the whine. All right, Mark's going off to find his helmet. I think I found mine. It's been, if you remember, I actually filmed it, but we went up north, the 4 of us, Jack, Jess, Mark and I. We haven't gone anywhere since then. I was dealing with Jess, so I didn't do anything last year at all. So this is sort of fun. Hope it still fits. I figure this is the first time I've gone out since Jess got sick.
Well, it's the first time since you went up north.
So that was 2 years ago. Next month, because we went in February, right?
Yeah, I think so.
God, it's like 2023 never even happened. And yet, oh my God, it did. See if this fits my big head. Oh yeah, no problem. I never know how to do this.
You just click it in. You don't have to do anything with that.
It's too loose though, I think.
You gotta undo it and tighten it up.
I don't even know how to undo it. Thanks, Dad. What'd you think?
I think it was garbage.
We need more snow. I don't want any more, but
A foot more snow.
oh well. Are you gonna go out tomorrow then?
No. No, they're not fit. Not at all.